Well, while the president rallies supporters in Michigan, many in the media will be gathering here in Washington, D.C. for the White House Correspondents' Dinner. Fox News media analyst Howie Kurtz takes a closer look at President Trump and his relationship with the media.
In case anyone thinks President Trump might be mellowing on the media, his Fox and Friends interview with another jab at Meet the Press moderator Chuck Todd offered fresh evidence of his resentment.
I don't watch NBC anymore. They're as bad as CNN. I don't. And by the way, I made them a fortune with The Apprentice. Think of that one.
And for the second straight year, the president is skipping the White House Correspondents' Dinner, breaking with a decades-long tradition and counter-programming with a rally in what he calls the other Washington, Washington, Michigan. That will draw ample attention away from the annual journalist gathering. Here's what happened a year ago.
Mr. President, the media is not fake news.
They are gathered together for the White House Correspondents' Dinner without the president, because, as you know, they are a disgrace. The Washington media is part of the problem. Their priorities are not my priorities, and they're not your priorities, believe me.
Trump isn't only dissing the news business, he's using it as a foil to raise money. Here's what he says in a fundraising letter. Why would I want to be stuck in a room with a bunch of fake news liberals who hate me? Hate is a strong word. Not all journalists hate the president, although studies have shown an unprecedented level of negative coverage. And Trump tends to play to his base, which distrusts the press when he gets in front of a crowd, as he did last month in Pennsylvania.
I'm on Meet the Press, a show now headed by Sleepy Eyes Chuck Todd. He's a sleeping son of a bitch, I'll tell you.
And yet he's held off-the-record meetings with Todd at the White House. The president has also been unloading on New York Times correspondent Maggie Haberman, as he did after she wrote a piece saying Trump hasn't always been kind to his loyal attorney, Michael Cohen. The New York Times and a third-rate reporter named Maggie Haberman, known as a crooked H flunky who I don't speak to and have nothing to do with. But Trump, who knows Haberman well from New York, has granted her several interviews. And as this picture posted by a colleague shows, she's not someone the president has nothing to do with. Maggie Haberman shared a Pulitzer Prize last week, another indication of the gap between the president's view and that of the media establishment. That chasm will be on display again Saturday night when White House correspondents are receiving awards, and the president will undoubtedly be accusing them of peddling fake news. In Washington, Howard Kurtz, Fox News.
And of course, be sure to tune into Media Buzz tomorrow at 11 a.m. Eastern for a look at the media's coverage of President Trump's rally and, of course, the White House Correspondents' Dinner tonight. So he'll certainly break down those two opposing images.